There's a lot we don't know about the Sebastians.
No.
Where they're from, where's their family,
That is around the 17th, I think, of October.
who would leave them.
The last time we knew, she was working at Waffle House.
All we can track is the past month since they've been here.
And even to the point when we went to try to help them, they wanted to hide.
They're now under the care of Ginny Ramsey in the Catholic Action Center.
We found them at the downtown transit center. They're on Vine. You know, they didn't want to come. She was afraid that we were taking her to a nursing home.
Henry is 55. His wife Jenny is 66.
We had a beautiful wedding.
They've been married since 95. She suffers from cerebral palsy. They've never been apart.
I don't know that either of them would live long without each other.
Ramsey believes their daughter, who we are told is ill,
We haven't heard from her.
paid for one night at a Lexington motel for the couple, then disappeared.
When she left, we was there at the motel. We no longer could pay the motel bill. So, and it was raining extremely hard, and we had to leave there in the rain. After that, we walked, and we just started walking for about, I don't know, for a week or so. We just kept walking and walking wherever we went because we didn't really know where to go.
Ramsey says the Sebastians are part of a new but growing trend of elderly dumping.
They're vulnerable human beings who do not deserve to be left on the streets to get ill and possibly die.
They do get some income from disability and Social Security, but they say it's not enough to survive. They say they were living with Jenny's daughter until she couldn't care for them any longer. They don't know where she is. They're worried about her. Even after being left in the rain, walking for days, they miss her.
Linda, I miss you. I'm worried about you. Would you please contact me?
Forever looking for the daughter that left them behind. In Lexington, Miranda Combs, WKYT.
Amen. Yes.
He stands
Thank you. Yes.
5 days a week
What's up, fam?
at one of the loudest intersections in town. Doesn't take long to realize
All right.
he's the reason for the noise.
Amigo. Gracias.
He's a walking ad for a local car wash,
See you at the car wash real soon, my friend.
spreading goodwill
God blessing on you, sir.
and gratitude.
Thank you. Thank you. Yes.
Sparkling may be more than the company name he wears.
You gotta tell people all the time, don't let anyone ruin your day. All right, Kentucky American water. Yes, that's right.
Daryl knows that, like himself, every person he waves to has a past. Daryl's past is darker than others. It's one he doesn't talk about. He doesn't even like to give his last name.
Just when you think there's no hope, there's hope. God always give you a way to escape. Just thank God I'm able to work, you know, because I was homeless at one time before I came here.
Actions in his past led to homelessness,
Hey man, how you doing?
and he ended up sleeping beside an intersection
All right.
far different than the one where he now
Each
works.
one of these guys will get a number when they walk in. At 9 o'clock, they pass out the air mattress or mat.
Daryl spent days looking for a job and nights looking for a place to sleep inside the community inn.
Because it was cold back when I started. The line would be so long, I'd be way up past the stairs. But I knew I was getting in, so I just had to be patient.
His patience paid off.
Told me that they was hiring at Mr. Sparkle. I said, do you want to go? I said, yes. It's the job, you know.
But you've never done car washing or anything?
No.
People still remember Daryl as the man who wouldn't stop searching for a job.
Hey, bro.
What's up, bro?
How you doing?
Man, I honk at you every day on
Yo, man, I be missing you, man.
A lot of people come in here and want to sit around, just wait around. He wasn't one of them people. He said, I know this ain't the place for me. And next thing you know, I started driving down Richmond Road. I said, that's that guy.
Daryl hasn't had to sleep at the community inn for about a year now.
So every time I see him, VV.
He's got a car, a place of his own, and a job.
Yeah, it's just,
Success story. I love it.
I look at it as a job. No shame at all. You know, honest living.
In Lexington, Kristen Kennedy, WKYT.
That's all you need?
Thank you.
He's been working here a few weeks. He makes sure clothes are in the right place and picks up after customers. He has a past that constrains his future.
Man, because I was accused of raping a lady out Eastland Parkway.
In the summer of 2010, after 2 hung juries, a plea deal got him out of jail in just more than 3 years.
While I was in jail, I lost everything that I had.
But he gained 2 new identities when he was released: homeless and registered sex offender. He took up residence at 824 Winchester Road. Most know it as the Community Inn.
And the people that are afraid when they hear sex offender, it's like everybody shakes and everybody gets scared.
This man says for good reason. He lives on Dallas Avenue.
I'm probably about a block away from him.
He says his neighbors are tired of being scared to go out of their homes. He says even inside isn't safe.
They're coming in on women in the neighborhoods. They're
walking in on them?
Walking in houses on them. One of them intruded into my home on my wife when I was not home. He was arrested and come to find out he was a registered sex offender, and we did not know nothing about it.
I was completely shocked. I really didn't know it was that bad.
Martha Webster spoke to us several weeks ago. She can see the Community Inn from her back window.
I went out to get in the car, and there were footprints, shoe prints, on the roof of the car. And you could see where someone had actually walked on the hood and gotten on the roof and stood there.
So you think they were looking in
I think they were looking in that bedroom window.
Jenny Ramsey runs the Community Inn. She says it's better to have the homeless sex offenders in one place rather than roaming the streets.
It saves the courts, it saves the jail, it saves the community so much to know where these men and women are so that the system can keep up with them.
Major Jay Pittman with the Fayette County Sheriff's Office is in charge of keeping up with them. He says right now there are 332 registered sex offenders in Lexington. 12 of them stay at the Community Inn.
It's a pretty consistent number, anywhere from right now the 9 to 12 range is where it's been lately.
Major Pittman says they do in-person checks to make sure the offenders are where they say they are, and if they aren't, an arrest warrant is issued. He says they also inform the neighborhood when a new sex offender checks in at the inn.
Anytime an offender moves in Lexington, we perform a notification.
If I'm not staying at the inn, you would rather have me staying at the inn where you know where I'm at, where I had to check in and stuff like that, and someone's always there watching me, or would you just have me wandering the streets not knowing where I'm at?
But neighbors surrounding the Community Inn say that's just what the homeless registered sex offenders are doing on their streets, and they're scared.
We believe in redemption, and we try to live from that place to give everyone another chance.
A chance these neighbors aren't willing to take.
We're scared for our children and our families to be out in this neighborhood alone.
In Lexington, Miranda Combs, WKYT.